The Top Gun trailer.
Oh God, that was.
Bugger, we were just
Oh
talking.
my
It
God.
was your number one, number
It
two
was
movie?
not. Oh, I no. It was no in particular order. Remember, I mentioned that it's a top 3 at that point in time.
At that point in time, perfectly timed, and here comes a new trailer.
I mean, I watched it like 8, 9 times now.
So I think
Still get goosebumps.
I think me and Danny we're going to take a drink now. So you go ahead and talk about Top Gun, man.
Really? Me? Top Gun, it can end. It will not end, This show is going to go on for hours. No, okay. For as a fan, I think there's a lot of you out there. Top Gun, Okay, here's the thing. When I posted on Facebook, it wasn't just me. A lot of people posted it, reposted it, blah blah blah, and a lot of people are actually, fans of that show.
Yeah.
And 34 years on, basically, it's good to see Maverick mature as a character.
Looking better, actually.
He looks better than
He
he
looks
was.
better.
Tom
Tom
Cruise,
Cruise doesn't
good on you,
age.
mate. But yeah, it's just I think the movie is about replacing fighter pilots with drones, or not drones. What do you call it?
Well, so that
What do you call it? This
drones are basically
VCAF, unmanned or whatever I call it.
Sorry,
Unmanned plane or whatever. Unmanned drones, whatever.
So you think that's the basis
I
of the
think
storyline
that's
in
the
Top Gun
basis
too.
of it. I think that's the basis.
But it's called Top Gun Maverick, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, Maverick.
And Val
it's
Kilmer
about
is
him,
coming back.
Is he?
Didn't see him in the trailer though.
I heard
wasn't in
that
the
he
trailer.
was.
He was mentioned in
Wasn't he the one who
initial
got killed?
cast.
Goose?
No, Goose. That's Goose.
That's
So the main characters that we think will come back will be, of course, Tom Cruise will be there. Then Goose's son will be there as one of the
Yeah, that's being played by Miles Teller, if I'm not
Miles Teller,
mistaken.
as part of the so-called graduate cadets or the top cadets or whatever it is in the Navy. Then Iceman will be there, but he wasn't in the trailer. John Hamm will be there at some capacity. We don't know what yet. Ed Harris is there. You can see in the trailer. Jennifer Connelly.
I didn't see her. Was she there?
Yeah, she kind of. Yeah, just one.
Was she in the
small-
first one? No, right?
No, Kelly
No,
McGillis.
No, Kelly McGillis. So
Oh God, did you see the picture where
You-
the comparison between
don't
Tom
lah,
Cruise
don't
then?
I know I used to. Never mind. I won't go there.
He's our boy back then.
no, but she was hot.
No, but I'm still amazed by
She
Tom
was
Cruise,
hot.
man.
Yeah,
Cruise
Tom
is our
Cruise.
boy.
Wow, jeez. Yeah,
He
really,
just looks
really,
better.
really, really.
Like wine, wine.
And then the couple of lines that he had in the trailer were quite cool as well.
Actually, I
think basically in Top Gun, what I read is the actors were in the back seat,
Mhm.
right? So when there was ever a frontal shot of them, they were actually in the back seat. They were not flying the plane.
Mhm.
But they were actually still
They were
in the
actually
plane.
in
lah.
the plane. So
Mm.
all the turns and tumbles and all that, all the high G-force
Mm.
stuff and all that, they were actually going through it. So I think the same thing will happen for this show.
Actually, that's one of the things where I actually picked up from the new trailer, where they showed a lot of flying around, right?
Yeah.
And there was one that Tom Cruise was flying out of the
The shape. It looks
shape,
real.
right? Yeah.
It looks real.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
dropping.
yeah,
It looks
that's
damn
definitely
real.
Yeah, that's real.
I mean, we watched tons of movies where that same scene happens, and they just
All
went
cool, right?
Yeah, this one looks real.
Yeah,
Because you
went
think
down,
about
but
it.
yeah.
You think about
It
it.
makes sense.
You have to dip a little bit before
Yeah.
the trust
Exactly.
kicks in, right?
So I
Yeah.
think this movie is going to be very, very realistic.
as real as possible, and I
Yes.
like the bit where the mountain scene.
Yeah, the
Oh,
mountain,
steam,
yeah, yeah.
man. Where he
Exactly.
flips upside down and he goes around like.
But I have reason to believe that Tom Cruise, I don't know, it probably come out in Google soon, but I believe he fly the plane.
No. He
No.
flies helicopters, but never that. No,
I don't
he
think
will
so.
not
You know
fly a
that
jet.
they
No.
showed that Mission was it Mission Impossible?
That's a
Maybe
helicopter.
also.
Yeah, he did fly.
He flew the
Yeah,
bloody
but-
helicopter.
No,
It's
but
crazy.
helicopter and a fighter
A
jet,
fighter jet, totally different thing, dude.
different, man. The speed,
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
But here's the thing about Top Gun. I think a lot of listeners will agree that one of the biggest stars in the first show was the F-14 Tomcat, the plane itself.
I think, small segue, me and Danny, we need to rewatch it again.
So one of the biggest stars on the show is the plane itself.
So what place is on this time?
Okay, so just a bit of the plane thing. So the Grumman F-14 Tomcat was probably one of the most sexiest planes around. It
Back
was
then.
built in late 1960s or early 70s, and it was in service for many years back then.
Okay.
And I think it went out of service in 2006. So when it went out of service in 2006, and it was used by the Navy and not the Air Force. they replaced the whole fleet of F-14 Tomcats with the F-18 Hornets, so Super Hornets, which you
Okay.
see what Tom Cruise is flying like Super Hornets, right? But I think as a tribute to the F-14 Tomcat, the super last scene, there was one plane that, flew. There was one scene of the
Was that
F-14
the one
Tomcat
where close to the
into
ground
the
and
sun
went up?
No,
No,
that was
the
the
last
beginning.
bit
The
where
last seat into the sun.
into the
Yeah,
sun, kind
into
of
the sun, yeah,
over
sunset
the
kinda thing.
horizon kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the Tomcat.
Right.
So the Tomcat, right, has influence. Okay, sidetrack a bit. The Tomcat is designed with a sweep wing and all that, right? Influence a lot of anime, a lot of fantasy fighters. A good example would be Robotech. Robotech's Valkyries, they were based on the F-14 Tomcat's design.
Dude, I never knew you knew so much about planes.
Exactly,
man.
that's the thing.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Scary.
Never knew.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. Hey, continue, man.
But,
This is interesting.
Yeah, so fighter aircraft lah, more so than commercial lah. Commercial, boring.
Hey, don't talk about the 747 plane.
Oh,
737 Max.
73. Okay,
so
continue.
what? 747 always be the jumbo jet, man. So anyway, so yeah, one of the biggest stars of the show was F-14. So one of the comments were, what happened to the F-14? Now this F-18. But I don't know. After seeing the last scene, I don't know. They might slide that in somewhere. I don't know.
So, okay, so the new trailer, did it show any F-18s?
Yeah. The
It
one
did.
that Tom Cruise was flying from the start.
Oh, that's
That's an
F-18.
F-18. When they did the off the carrier, that's an F-18. When they did the mountain thing, that's an F-18.
But
when
you thought you saw F-14.
the last
closer
bit,
in.
it wasn't it there? It's there. If you see
Okay,
it,
we'll
it's there.
watch the
And it's a
trailer after this.
beautiful aircraft. Seriously, F-14 Tomcat is a beautiful aircraft, but it's a bit old.
But still holds up lah.
The Pratt and Whitney engines that were on it were not so reliable.
So the F-14 is like it's like Marisa Tomei. Still looks good.
Yeah, I suppose it's like it has an evergreen look,
Yeah.
Yeah, engine might be not. Engines might be a bit rusty, but hey, I'll fly it.
Woo!
Yeah, so looking forward to Top Gun.
Sorry,
for
again,
sure.
just going to be sidetracked because I'm actually Googling on this thing. So, Daryl, in a world of fighter jets, there hasn't been any new fighter jets.
I mean, you got the F-35s and I got God knows what else lah.
Are you quizzing him right now?
Yeah, I think he is. Bloody hell. No, I've not been keeping up with the times, but Starscream from Transformers, I think is one of the Raptors. I think it's one of the later ones, F-22s. Yeah, so you got F-35. What is it, Lightning? I can read it. Okay, F-35, F-22. F-22s are the current.
I'm very impressed.
Oh, isn't impressed?
Very
Yeah.
impressed.
And then the F-15s are still in service lah. They're the Strike Eagles. Yeah.
I think we're giving Daryl a small hard on. He's talking about all these fighter jets,
Yeah.
Marisa Tomei flying and all that.
So Tommy flying good combo.
But having said that, music, I think the soundtrack is going to be good. They play
Awesome
the
soundtrack.
original soundtrack. Yeah.
Yes, and I read Hans Zimmer will be working with Harold Faltermeyer, however you pronounce his name, to develop the soundtrack for Top Gun Maverick.
The original was by who?
That Harold Faltermeyer. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrongly, but yeah, that's what I think his name is. Classic theme song. I like the build up. The
Yeah.
build up was good. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, so,
next year.
It's out